Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, we are back. We were absent last week, but we were doing good things.
Good things.
But it's a beautiful day. Me personally, I like the weather, like 75 degrees.
Yeah, I can do 75, but
70. I like that because it's not too hot.
I like it a little hotter, but it's a perfect day. It's beautiful in Chicago. The sun is shining bright, and it's a beautiful day.
Well, on this beautiful day, we have a special guest.
She is
beautiful woman, Nadia Harold.
Hi.
She is a Chicago native, and she has a passion to help others, and she also has a passion for the entertainment industry as well.
Yeah.
She is the creator of The Insider. So we are going to learn more about that in just a couple minutes. I'm so happy to have you here on our show.
Absolutely.
So happy to be here. Thank you, guys.
You are such a beautiful young lady, inside
a wonderful
and out.
spirit.
Thank you.
Yes, a beautiful spirit.
And she has such a cute little girl too, you guys. Her daughter is just adorable. But so last week, as you guys know, we've been talking about this for months, that we finally had our I Am My Sister's Keeper event, and it was a success.
It was.
I was so happy. I was amazed, surprised, tired, overwhelmed, everything at one time, but it was all good and it was all worth it. Nadia, she was there. She actually covered and interviewed us for our event, and so I was just satisfied with everything.
Yes, I was. The young ladies, they were so inspired and encouraged, and we were just saying before we went live that it was such a sense of sisterhood in the room, and I was just overwhelmed by the love that everyone was showing. And they were, they came and they had breakfast.
Yes.
We served them lunch. They had clothing to choose from. We had some,
which was a surprise to them. They didn't know about the clothing drive.
They did not know about the clothing.
So it was a complete surprise to them.
That was, and so we had some awesome speakers that came and encouraged the young ladies. And one of the young ladies reached out to us and said, how she was impacted by the event and what she learned from the event. So
and how happy she was to be there, and how appreciative she was. And she also expressed how she doesn't have, and she wishes she had a relationship with her mom, and it just it made me really humble. We talk about our relationship all the time, but a lot of people, they don't have what we have. And so when you have that type of connection, whether it's with your aunt, your mom, sister, friend, someone at church, or grandma, whoever, that's something that you want to cherish and hold on to.
It's a blessing,
because a lot of people don't have
a lot of people, and it's a lot we take for granted with regards to that.
Yes. That's true.
And so I felt like that everyone had a good time, and I honestly it made me feel good that the girls had a good time. As long as
it was all about them. It was all about them.
And I just wanted to chime in. It was a well put together event.
Oh,
thank you.
And just from the start to finish, it just flowed very well, and how attentive the young ladies were to the speakers, and just taking notes and coming up to the speaker saying how they inspired them, which is self-love and identity. And it was just so great to see. Just felt like one big happy family and community.
I agree.
And I can't wait for the next.
I know. And we this is just one of many that we're going to do. We have some plans, things that we're working on, and throwing ideas back and forth. But this was for our first event. I was really, really happy of how it turned out.
I was as well. And then also a lot of the girls, or even some of the speakers, they were networking amongst themselves, where we had photographers there, networking with some of the different business owners we had, and different publicists were there. Just people were working together, and that's what it was all about. So not only did the girls benefit from it, but the people who were there to assist benefited from the event as well. So I'm just elated of the results of the event.
I am too.
All righty. Well, we have Miss Nadia Harold here. Like I said before, she is the creator of The Insider.
Yes.
So Miss Nadia, tell us about The Insider and what inspired you to even come up with this name and the whole concept.
Oh my God. So The Insider is basically a show where entrepreneurs can broadcast, an outlet for our entrepreneurs to come on the show, talk to me about what they're doing in their business, how they got started. Not just entrepreneurs, people who have inspirational stories, have been through, some things, and have overcame boundaries and are triumphant. And I like doing those type of stories. I've interviewed people from like chefs to people who just start their own business, juicing business, people who are in fashion. I interview a lot of people, community activists.
That's good. That's really good.
You know, and I just felt like there was a need for our culture to be seen more in a positive light, especially here in Chicago. You know, being in the news for 2 years, and being in a political radio for 2 years, you know, you just hear stories that are mostly negative and based off of violence. And it happens, it affects our culture the most. And, you know, just being in the midst of everything, and how, you know, you're there and you see what kind of stories get more attention.
I agree.
Than the stories that should get attention. You're kind of like, well, why is that? You know, it should be a balance.
I totally agree with
I definitely think it's intentional.
And I can see it is intentional.
It is.
It's very intentional, because if they can continue to shine a negative light on our communities or our race, then, you know, then they've succeeded in what they've set out, because there's still, as bad as Chicago is, and it is bad, there's still a lot of good things happening, and still a lot of good people doing good things. So I totally agree with you.
And I think that Chicagoans know how good Chicago is, but on a national scale, all they see is the bad from the media, and they want to link certain rappers with certain violence and behaviors that's going on, but they don't want to talk about the different good things that's going on. It's a lot of organizations and clothing drives, food drives, all type of stuff that that nationally that the country doesn't know about, that Chicago has the potential in what that they do. So,
and you know, that's my goal, to just give that more public attention, because we need it. I mean, Chicago is not a bad place, as many people think. You know, you go out of town and you say where you're from, and people just have this stereotype and this thinking of, oh, Chicago. Ooh,
we don't want to mess with you. You from Chicago.
And you know what? You are absolutely right, because I know people who have not ever visited Chicago, and when they find out that you're from Chicago, oh my God, like, are you? And like every block, you're not being carjacked and murdered and raped and assaulted. You know,
this happens everywhere.
Everywhere,
exactly.
You know,
it happens everywhere.
They just shine the light brighter on Chicago. You know, but it's funny, because when you go out of town, you say you're from Chicago, you have that, oh, I don't want to mess with you, you know, you from Chicago, like we all from the project and stuff. All Chicago, we all project, or they're like, really, you from Chicago? You know, it's a positive thing. They always like, oh yeah, you know, Obama, Oprah, you know. So I mean, it's two ways. Okay.
You ever heard that?
I have not. I'm sorry.
I think I heard it once.
She's so supportive. She said
once.
I think I heard it once. That's funny. That's why I'm telling you, she's a beautiful person for real. That's hilarious.
Yes.
So what would you say is your favorite person that you've interviewed so far?
Ooh, that is so tough, guys. I can't play favoritism. No, I want to say everyone. I know that's like, oh, cliche. No, I really enjoy interviewing everyone I interview, because either if they reached out to me or I reached out to them, it's something unique about everyone I interview, and it's something different. I like doing interviewing people that, you know, have different things going on, or, you know, different platforms, or have different stories to tell. So just one really inspiring story was this young lady named Destiny Gonzalez. And she actually lost her baby to SIDS. And you know, I reached out to her. She has such a beautiful spirit, and just beautiful all around. And when I reached out to her, I was like nervous. I was like, I don't know if she would want to tell this story, but she actually has I think it was just called, her son was named Caden. And she actually developed a Caden's Day, where she caters to women who have lost children, or just uplifting women, period. And it's and once I saw that, I was just like, I need to get this girl. Like, I want to learn her story and learn how she got through this, because I don't think I could.
I know.
And she has such a great spirit and such a positive outlook on life that's just so inspirational. So I would definitely say that's my most inspirational story, an inspirational person that I've interviewed.
Wow.
And you know what? I personally know someone who's lost a child of SIDS. And that's very like just it's traumatic, it's shocking. It's just like
all of a sudden, like
it is
the world changes.
That's something that you kind of see on those commercials that you don't think is going to happen to you. But when you actually know someone that has happened to, it's just like, how could you overcome that?
Right.
And I personally know her, so I see her smile and kind of go about her day. But you know, I know deep down inside that still affects her every single day. I couldn't imagine that. No. So that's very inspiring.
And what's even more inspiring is that she has turned that pain around to help someone else.
Right.
You know,
yes,
so
exactly.
That's what's so amazing.
Exactly. You know? I don't think a lot of people, I personally don't think I will be able to just, do that. Right. I don't know. I don't know, but I respect her and look up to her and admire her for that. And I was so blessed to get to have her on the show and just tell her story and have her inspire others, because you go through life and some days are not as good as most days, but you have to remember, like, a lot of people have it worse than you.
Yes,
and
that is true.
A lot of people went through more stuff than you can probably handle. So. And just hearing her story, I'm just like, wow.
And you know what? And in hearing her story, then that should inspire people to not make excuses, because if you have not experienced anything remotely close to something as traumatic, then you cannot make excuses for not pursuing your dreams. Or, we talk about that all the time, going back to school or starting a business or whatever it is, that's amazing.
You know what's great about everyone I interview is it's crazy. Like, it's like everyone I've interviewed is just very positive, believes in God, but has a tremendous amount of faith. And, they come on, even if they have a business or a community activist. Like, I interviewed Alita Clark. She's a community activist, and she's out there every day pushing for the youth. And to, someone who, Dominique, she's a chef. But everybody has a great story behind why they started their business or why they're doing what they do. And everybody just goes back to I had the faith and everything. And that's what I love, like how I'm just get connected with these people and get to talk to them one-on-one. And amazing. They inspire me. So I would say everyone's my favorite.
And you know what? I feel like that says a lot about your brand.
Yes.
That shows that's your brand. It's not like a gossip type of
trashy
show, or I wasn't gonna say trash.
Well,
but I said gossip. But or just talking about just different things. You're focusing on the positive, and so I feel like that's an awesome thing.
Thank you.
You kind of answered this question already, but how has your lifestyle changed since you've left your local news station job to making your own platform with The Insider? How has your life changed?
Oh, I definitely have more time, because when I was at Channel 7, I mean, it's a demanding job. I mean, they want you to be flexible. They want you to have all your time and everything and be there. And I was, but it came to a point where I was missing out on being there for my daughter and doing something that I wanted to do on my own. But that was the reason why I decided to, this was a great run, great experience, but not so much of I wanted to do something on my own, because I was already doing it while I was there, but I wanted to be there for my daughter more. So now, there for my daughter more, see her more.
And that's important.
It is important.
And that's time you can't get back.
Exactly.
That's time that you cannot get back.
I miss some of her when she was younger, because I would come in so late and she would already be. So she's, my mom would have her, and I'm like, oh wow. I look back at pictures, I'm like, and for her to be 5 now, it's like, oh my God, the time. And it's just like, I'm there more now because, I'm not working these hours. I'm not, at Channel 7 anymore. But still, even with that, being with her more, I have weekends off now.
I know that's
important.
So that's where I dedicate my time. I'm like, weekends are for interviewing, and that's where I do the most. That's when I do most of my interviews on the weekends.
That's great.
And work and get stuff done, extra stuff done. So, but that's what I love. I get to focus more on my daughter and my brand, and just
and like we were saying that is certainly that's time that you cannot, because they're going to have only one first,
right?
First experience in this and that,
exactly.
and before you know it, she'll be 8 and 9, so it's I get it because I was a single parent, and so when my daughter was very young, I had a lot of time that I would spend at the office. I would have to go in and get her from the daycare and then come back, and so I understand it. I get that. And I commend you for making that choice, because some people will put their career in front of that. But you can't, nothing takes the place of being a mom.
No, at all.
Yeah. So I agree with what you're saying. So what kind of person or audience would you say your brand is geared toward?
I would say it's for everyone. Definitely for everyone. I would say some interviews are a little more geared to this generation, or the generation that's coming up, our youth. But for the most part, I feel like my show is geared to everyone. Everyone can enjoy it and get something out of it. And that's what I wanted to create, a platform for anyone to enjoy, to be a part of. And I think from ages to my daughter, like when I play my interviews from the YouTube channel, and I have my phone, or she's right there. She's like, "Mommy, that's you." And
that is so cute. That is adorable.
That is so cute. I like that.
Yes,
yes.
That is adorable.
So I think it's for everyone, definitely.
I love that. I love that. Well, as we know, the three of us sitting here at this table, we're entrepreneurs, and it can be very challenging.
Yes.
Building a business or a brand. You have to, have sacrificed several things, and several lessons that have been learned, and you have to isolate yourself from your friends and family sometimes. And what advice do you have to someone who is starting their own business or brand?
Sure, I would say go for it. Learn first what you really want to do, and make sure that's what you want to do, and then just go for it. Find the right steps you need to take in, creating your own business or whatever you want to do. And I was so scared at first to start the Inside. I'm like, I don't have anyone I don't know how to work a camera like that. I don't have anyone to, film my shows. I don't have any money to pay anyone right now. I don't know. I'm scared. And I was trying to figure out a name. I'm like, oh my God, what if this is corny? Because I went through a lot of names. Actually, like 2 names before I got to the Inside. And it just came to me. I don't know. Because it's based off my Nadia Simone. So it's like,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
so it's
that.
Like the initial. I'm like,
as I was reading her bio, it clicked. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I like that.
Because I wanted my name to be incorporated some way, like the N part. I thought of like in tune, or I don't know. And then I was like searching for like domain names, trying to get my website, and somebody already had in tune, but nobody had the Insider how I spell it. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, like the Insider, and my name is still my first and middle name is still incorporated. So I would just say, just take the steps to just start your own business. Be very dedicated. Make sure that this is what you want to do. And like you said, it does cause for sacrifices. But at the end of the day, if this is something you love to do, then it won't feel like you're sacrificing much, or, it won't feel like work. It would just feel like, this is my baby. This is something I want to do. I'll do whatever it takes to get it out there.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you're so right on point, because first of all, it does take a lot of sacrifice.
It does.
It is a lot of sacrifice and passion.
Passion.
You have to have passion.
Your passion is going to keep your fuel going, because you're going to get tired, you're going to get discouraged, you may even become depressed, or you know
what, forget this.
Right, I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly.
Like, no, you already in it.
Exactly.
It's going to be your passion that's going to continue to fuel you when all other things are not really working out. And trust me, as we all know, that's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. People are going to disappoint you. You're going to make a bad decision, or something negative is going to happen, but it's going to be the passion that's going to continue to drive it. So I agree with you.
Yes,
I definitely agree.
It's always good to have that support system. And I know a lot of people, some people don't have that support system, but I think if you have just that one person or that believes in your brand, that should just keep you going. You shouldn't do it for the people, for people liking you. Do it for yourself.
Right.
And then the people will come.
Absolutely.
And then, the people who've been there, keep them around, who are truly there.
That's good.
I.e. my best friend back there, Kiara.
Yeah.
But I would say just go for it, guys. Go for what you want in life. You only have one life.
You only have one.
You only have one life. There's so much going on out here. And so many people actually are going into the entrepreneurship route.
So many,
growing.
Especially millennials. So many,
yes, at 15,
yes. So many are going into this entrepreneurial industry, and I think it's awesome because I say it all the time, and some parents, they don't like when I say this, but you don't necessarily have to go the traditional route to be successful. And be creative and different. Kids and just people in general are very creative, and they come up with ideas that no one has ever thought of before. So why not use that as a tool to be successful and provide for your family?
And I feel like that should be taught in the classroom.
It should.
Stuff like that, because
I agree.
I mean, that's the way of the world now. People are starting to want to create something of their own. People don't want to work for another person. They want to be their own boss. And I feel like that's important to have. We should teach that. I would say my parents are old fashioned. They're like, no, go to school, or go to school, find a good job, and work your way up. I'm like, it's other routes. It's other routes.
And in addition to that, because of how the economy is, it's so easy to say, well, go get a job, but where?
Right.
Where?
Especially in Chicago.
Especially in Chicago, everyone, I'm not hiring. No, we'll call you. Well,
we found someone else, but it's probably no one.
Exactly.
Or someone internally. Then why put it?
And so I
that's
think,
a whole nother.
Yes, it is. I think that you guys, your generation is so creative.
Yes.
So creative. And I am certainly, an advocate for following your dreams. I really believe that.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with going to school at all, especially because with anything that you do, there has to be some sort of education.
Exactly. Knowledge.
Exactly. So school or some type of education has to be involved.
Exactly.
But it's just you determine how far you want to go with that.
Yeah.
And do whatever you want to do with it.
And like you said, it's just preparing yourself and getting all the information, getting all the training that you need or anything of that nature. But, put your ducks in a row, get yourself together, get a plan and work it.
Yep.
And work it, regardless to what other people think. Just work your plan and it will work.
It will work. It will work.
And even if you don't have someone that is supporting you, it's okay to support yourself until you do.
Exactly.
Because everybody, may not initially. But it's important to find that within yourself and just go for it. So I agree. I totally agree.
Absolutely.
So we talked about this too. We were going to. So my question was, what would you say is the most important thing to invest in when starting a brand?
Oh wow, to invest in.
Other than yourself.
Right, because that would be my answer. To invest in yourself and the knowledge of how to grow a business.
I think that's important.
That's important.
Once you get it, you can't take it away.
You can't.
You have that now. It's forever. It's embedded in your head.
It is. And so invest in yourself, put everything in yourself, believe in yourself, and then invest the knowledge to get to where you want to go. I believe those are the two things that's most important.
I agree.
Absolutely. All right. Well, as we wrap up this wonderful conversation, I really don't want you to go.
I know.
And you got to come back.
I do.
Yes. How can we reach you? How can we find out about the Insider?
Sure. So I have a website. theinsider.com. It's spelled THENSDR.com. It's spelled everywhere like that. Facebook, Instagram. I just made a Twitter. I just got back on Twitter. I was told I needed to, so I'm on Twitter now. The Insider is the Insider Show on Twitter. The Insider TV, I just updated my Instagram actually. The Insider TV on Instagram, and Nadia's. Wait, what is it on Facebook? I have a Facebook page. The Insider. With Nadia Simone. Okay. I had to make a new page. My Facebook got hacked, but that's okay. Minor setback.
Need to come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it did. Yes, it did.
So hurt.
It did.
All those memories, but it's okay. I have a new Insider page, and then my regular page, Nadia Harold. That's just my regular page for me, but I still promote the Insider on there as well.
And how often can we see you?
I would say once or twice a month on YouTube. I have interviews coming out. So
what's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel, yes, it's The Insider.
The Insider.
Yeah. So on YouTube, I had to space it, so it's THE then space NS IDR. So you can look me up on The Insider, please. On YouTube, subscribe. Please, guys, subscribe. Watch my interviews. And stay tuned for the latest interviews as well that's coming up.
Yes,
and I have some exciting news coming up, but I can't say just yet.
Okay.
But you guys will know.
Keep us posted.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep us posted.
I can't wait. I wish I could announce it, but I'm still waiting a little bit, but
keep us posted. I cannot wait. How can if someone wants to be featured and tell their story, how can they be featured on The Insider?
Of course. So you guys can email me if you have any recommendations or want to be featured yourself at Nadia Simone. That's NADASIMONE at theinsider.com. That's my email address.
Alrighty.
So email it directly to.
So you guys have heard it here. Go ahead and subscribe, follow, like, share, support. She is uplifting our city, you guys. So why not support? But thank you so much for coming in and being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for covering us.
Of course.
Yes.
I can't wait till you guys see it.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
We've had an awesome time. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to take a short break and we will be back with, I have some reviews here, some product reviews that we talked about earlier. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
All right, we are back.
Yes, we are back. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in and watching Let's Talk Woman to Woman on IntellectualRadio.com. It was truly a pleasure having Nadia Harold on our show.
She's such a sweetheart. I really appreciate her.
She is so sweet.
She really is.
And genuine.
She is. She really is.
And she was just made like a little joke, but I didn't realize that this is, not often does she get the chance to be the person who's being interviewed, because she's always doing the interviewing. So it was a pleasure having us, having her on our show. I just want to do a few quick reviews really quick. So one of my reviews is called Super Goop. It is a setting mist. It also it's a sunscreen as well. So you can use this with makeup or without makeup. It is also a mattifier. As you all know, I constantly talk about how I have really oily skin. I look like I just left the gym after 5 minutes of me putting on my makeup. It's really bad. But it is water and sweat resistant. It's very light. It has like a minty scent to it, but it's not overbearing. Myself, my mom, and Nadia, we took a little spray, kind of tested it out before the camera started rolling. But how did you like it?
I was waiting to jump in because I have to honestly say I really, really like it. So
you can feel the difference.
You can feel it, and you know what? Like you said, it has like a very light mint aroma, if you will, but it's not overpowering. I cannot Super Goop.
Yes, I got it from Sephora. Now it is $18, but it is something that if you have oily skin, it's something that I would definitely recommend. With it being really hot, it's the summertime. You know, us girls, we still like to wear our makeup, but we don't want to look like, you know, our makeup is melting. That is something that you definitely want to take a try. I did a blog on the benefits of Sephora a few months ago, and one thing with being a Sephora shopper, that you can get any type of samples for anything in the store as long as it's there and available. So if you want to try it first before you buy it, ask them for a sample for it. It's called Super Goop. Yes, Super Goop. And like I said, it's water and sweat resistant, and it has the broad spectrum SPF of 50. So it works really well with you know, setting your makeup and giving you, and it takes care of your skin.
I agree. So you know what, Super Goop, I like it.
We
tried it.
It's approved. Yes, yeah. We sat here and probably we should have did it on camera.
Yeah.
But yes, when we tried it before the show started, you know, I missed my face, Nadia missed hers, and then my mom missed hers, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
They can contest to say that it's a good product. My second product review is CoverX FX mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. Again, like I said, I have oily skin, so I'm always trying to find different products where I don't look sweaty. That's not cute. You out somewhere, you just, what happened to you? You know, that's just not cute. It's not cute. So I use this as a primer. It goes on very light. It does mattify you. It does not dry your face out at all. I hate those where like your face is all dry. You got that little white stuff kind of hanging there. But yeah,
a lot of issues.
No, I didn't say I had it. I just said, you know, it's just not cute. But yeah, so this is a primer that I use. I put on before I put my foundation on, and then I mist my face with that. So this is awesome, and I've only been using it for about a week, and I see the difference already immediately. The first day I saw the difference with this and that. So it's a great combination. This tube is originally $38. If you get the bigger size, I got the more smaller size, trial size, it's only $12. Big difference, and it still goes a long way. So Sephora, I got this from Sephora as well at the little checkout area.
I don't know if you noticed, I said I was going to put this right over here.
No, you can bring it back on this way. You can bring it back on this way.
I'm going to put this right.
I got to watch you.
No, not at all. So anyway, you know what? Let's get into some of these current events that we have, because, you know, we got a few things. I know, right? Okay, listen to this. Seriously. A 7-year-old boy, 7-year-old child is charged for urinating onto steaks on a neighbor's grill.
That's nasty.
That's past.
And
disgusting.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I would have called the police, because I would have taken another route.
Well, okay, so
retaliation.
He's 7, so you can't do that. So
I would have snatched that little boy up by his collar.
Well, let me tell you how he did it. So in Maryland, the little boy is from Maryland. The 7-year-old is charged for urinating on the steaks on his neighbor's grill. He urinated off the roof of his home onto the victim's grill.
What was he doing on the roof?
And the incident was caught on camera. I don't know. Most importantly, where were your parents that you're on the roof? And then what possessed you to do something so disgusting? But, you know.
I mean, he's 7, so little boys do stupid stuff. But that's just nasty.
No,
you are too old to do that. And no kid just does that.
Right. And little boys do.
And what are you doing on the roof?
But come on, seriously.
What are you doing
disgusting.
on the roof? I don't understand.
That's disgusting. That is really disgusting. Now
his parents should be beat.
Yeah.
Because he done saw that from somewhere.
Well, I can't even imagine. This is another story that I, was a little disturbed about a registered sex offender moves next door to his victim.
Wow.
And it's perfectly okay according to the Oklahoma law. So as a woman that claims the man, who was convicted of molesting her when she was a little girl, has moved next door. And there's nothing that she can do about it because according to the Oklahoma law, it does not bar sex offenders from moving next to their victims. It does bar them from living near schools and churches. But he could apparently live where he wants to. That
is ridiculous. First of all, you as a victim, you already have to deal with that for the rest of your life. Right. Why do I want to see this man pull in out of his driveway or come in and out of his house every day? That is torture.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
She was 7 years old when it happened, and she is now 21. So she decided to put it on Facebook and put him on blast because there's nothing that, she could do about it other than social media, which is a huge platform. So she posted on Facebook, meet my abuser and my new neighbor.
Wow. Right. Well, here's something that's not as crazy as your first two stories. Barbie has now launched 15 new diverse Ken dolls. About time. Did they have to
Did you see them?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Did they have to wait till 2017 to do this? I mean, they was coming out with pregnant Barbie back in the day.
Well, yeah.
So,
Have you seen the little black one?
I have.
Okay.
I have, yes. Barbie's boyfriend just got a fresh new look today. Toy maker Mattel revealed plans to release 15 new diverse Ken dolls. According to the release, the dolls will come in 3 body types, 7 skin tones, and 9 hairstyles, including cornrows and a trendy man bun. They have mohawks. They have like the punk rock kind, like the Native American looking kind, the black guy, white beach boy looking guy, and they had a few others. It brings diversity. So
well, let me ask you this with regards to those dolls. Now, I've seen the one with the cornrows. Is there a little black Ken doll that just has short cut?
I didn't see all of them. I only saw just a few pictures.
Okay.
Because every black guy does not have
cornrows. And his cornrows stopped at in the middle of his head.
They need to stop. Barbie, stop.
Well, not so much in the middle, but close. Okay, that's why I was like,
Well, by continuing to expand our product line, this is what Mattel says, we are redefining what a Barbie or Ken doll looks like to this generation. I mean, okay, whatever.
Right.
Said Lisa McKnight, the company's senior vice president and general manager. Evolving Ken was a natural evolution for the brand and allows girls to further personalize the role they want him to play in Barbie's world. The new Ken dolls are the latest addition to the Barbie fashionista line, which includes more than 100 diverse looks that the Barbie brand launched in the last 3 years. Like I said, I'm all for the diversity. A lot, like you said, different cartoons, they're being more open to sexualities, to different races. I'm all for it. But I feel like this could have been something we could have done 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But granted, times have changed. But if you 15, 20 years ago, if you're willing to put out a pregnant Barbie with lingerie and everything else, I'm sure you could have found a black Ken.
Right. And yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It is moving in a positive direction, and they seem to have positive intentions on it. Right. So go ahead. All
right. So a morgue employee cremated by mistake while taking a nap.
He did what?
He was cremated by accident.
That's
okay.
Ridiculous.
So in Beaumont, Texas, an employee of the Jefferson County Morgue died after being accidentally cremated by one of his coworkers. Henry Paul Johnson decided to take a nap on a stretcher after working for 16 hours straight. While he was sleeping, Another employee mistook him for the corpse of a 52-year-old accident victim and carried him to the crematory. Before anyone could notice the mistake, he had already been exposed to temperatures ranging between 1,400 to 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. And reduced to ashes. I'm not laughing, but I mean,
the story is Fahrenheit.
I'm just saying, one of the
that's a big mistake.
Oh, gee. One of the coworkers heard him screaming for about 15 seconds after the crematory was activated, and the coworker who caused the accident was a new employee and had forgotten to check the toe tag to make sure.
You had one job. Check the toe. Check the toe. And because you did not check the toe, you cost this man his life.
Well, you know what?
So why are you sleeping on the table with the bodies?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if you work in a morgue, the way we look at it may not have been the way he's like, oh, I'm just going to lay down for a quick,
But a table, there wasn't a chair or go to the car, like a little employee lounge area or something. Well, cafeteria or something like that. Come on now.
He decided,
Okay, but wait. When you're cremated, aren't the bodies like in nude?
I don't know.
I'm just going based off movies. If the bodies and you fully clothed. If you're fully clothed, why are you?
That's a good point.
I'm just saying. I've never been in the morgue before. Thank you, Jesus. But
that's a good point.
If you
got on shoes,
movies that I've seen,
you're under a sheet.
You're under a sheet, but no, in the morgue, a lot of times it just kind of
Okay, well, even still
on the table.
But the maximum is that you have a sheet on,
And if you're at work, I would assume if you just, were on break taking a nap, that you would still have your work clothes on.
You would
and your boots or whatever protective gear that you have.
Earl says maybe it was her boss. I mean, that's just terrible.
I mean, because that just makes no sense.
But you know what, Brittany, honestly, that's a very good point. I didn't even think about it like that. Because I'm thinking that, how tragic is that? First of all, I've seen the toe tag. I've seen the toe tag.
And
it's not hard to see.
It's a big yellow tag.
It's not hard to see.
Orange or whatever color they decide.
But, I mean, nobody else have anything on their toe. And if you're laying there, like you said, if you don't have on shoes, you can't help but to see the toe tag. So, maybe there is something more to it, but that is a very good point that this man was fully clothed. And I'm not laughing. God knows I am not, because that is so tragic.
Because if I was his family, I would sue.
Oh, yeah.
I would sue a really big settlement.
Do you think the person should be held criminally responsible?
Yes, he has to be held responsible to some degree, because for one, that just don't make sense. We've discovered that, one. And two, because you did not follow your instructions and do your job how it was supposed to, you've cost this man his life. Yeah. If that's what really happened.
Burned alive.
Exactly. That's worse than just killing him. So before he actually died, he had to suffer. So how traumatizing that could be for his family. He could have had kids, wife, brother, sister, mother, whatever. So yes, I definitely think some type of action should be taken, some type of consequences, he should have. But when you really think about it, it just doesn't make sense. So either the man just didn't have no clothes on, you just a freak, and it just end up backfiring.
Go in that direction.
And it just backfired, or there's more to that story. Either way, it's more to the story.
Yeah, because something's not. Yeah, but that is an excellent point. And I have to give you credit for that, because that was really good. Let me. I got to tell this Chick-fil-A seriously, because you know what? I don't even know how old this is, but we definitely need to talk about this. If it is old, and if it is, forgive me and bear with us. So Chick-fil-A president and chief operating officer Dan Cathy, let's make sure we get his name correctly, has recently defended his comments, and I'm going to read a quote. "We are a private company with deeply personal belief system. We are lucky to live in a country where we are allowed to practice those beliefs. We abide by all of the discrimination laws," and you know where I'm going with this. "We welcome colored folk." Colored folk in our restaurants. He goes on to say that I even hire them In my restaurants, we do not discriminate against anyone because of their color. However, if I'm being honest, we really don't care for them. That is my opinion, and I have a right to express it. So basically what he was saying is that, I don't particularly care for black people in, I'll hire you because I have to, because that's the law, but I don't particularly care for you in my restaurant and so on and so forth. So I want to make this a public announcement that I have eaten my last chicken. What are some little things we get?
I'm not gonna lie. Now Chick-fil-A, they got some really good spicy deluxe chicken sandwiches with the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Right.
And then the little chicken, the 8 and 12 count is really good. But
with the little mustard sauce.
Yes, with the little that's Chick-fil-A sauce. It's really good. But
that's it.
You don't like me, then I won't be eating your stuff.
Then you won't like my little money.
It's ironic because I joke about this all the time. Chick-fil-A has the best customer service.
Well,
anytime you go to any Chick-fil-A, they're very nice and welcoming and courteous.
For your order.
Yes, and if they just mess up, if they put one extra fry that wasn't supposed to be in there, oh, I am so sorry. They'll try to do everything they can to rectify it. And then the person, the founder, president, whoever, he got the nerve to not even like African American.
Absolutely.
That is a trip.
So I have eaten my last chicken.
Unfortunately,
Chick-fil-A.
I have to. I mean, I got to,
do it. I won't do it.
Yeah, I won't. I won't. Because if you don't like me, I'm not going to continue to put money in your pocket.
Right.
Even though your deluxe spicy chicken sandwiches are very good.
But I won't do it.
But I won't do it. I won't do it. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's sad. It's sad that you say that. And I mean, they feel, well, I have freedom of speech, so I can say whatever. I'm not breaking the law. But it's sad that we are still in those times.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like, unfortunately, it's not going to ever go away.
No.
And
you know
opinion.
what? And he's right. He is in his right to say that. You're even in your right to feel that way. And it is my right to support you. And I've chosen not to. So go ahead.
It's just ridiculous. JayZ and Beyonce this past weekend, as we all know, her babies have come. Mm-hmm. And so it's reported that she has a boy and a girl. Oh. However, it's reported that they were born prematurely.
Oh.
Yeah, and so they are still in the hospital. She did not go to full term, but when you have twins, you don't necessarily go to full term, do you?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
No, but I really don't think that you do. Could you imagine there's 2 babies in your body?
Nope, I cannot.
I just can't. So
one was enough.
I just pray that the Carters, they have a safe trip home and their babies are okay. Mm-hmm. And I just can't imagine that just the media is just so thirsty to know what's going on, of course, because you're Beyonce and JayZ, but I mean they're still regular people. Absolutely. They're still normal people. Yeah. And they still want that respect of privacy, which anyone would want. Absolutely. So I just pray for the recovery or the full development of their babies. So on another note, Michael Vick. So everybody remember Michael Vick from when he, got in trouble with the whole dog fighting thing, which is just ridiculous. But apparently the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Michael Vick's father was reportedly charged with dealing heroin and money laundering.
How old is his father?
Child.
Well, I mean, he's got to
but his father he grown. He old enough to know. My thing is, your son is a professional athlete. I'm not sure, is he retired or not?
I'm pretty sure.
We're not good at sports, so
if I'm wrong,
don't shoot us because we don't know. But whatever. He has enough money though, where you don't got to resort to drugs.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe so. Hopefully, because I know he had, he did some time in jail, right? And so then he had to certainly.
Yeah, but he came back and.
Yeah, did he play again?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he play again?
Earl, did he play? Michael Vick? After he came from jail for the dogs. Oh, well, then maybe not. Okay. Sorry. But anyways, he got some money, though. He ain't just dead broke where you have to sell heroin. That's just crazy. That's just you can invest in a business, something.
Girl Scout cookies.
Or something, whatever. Heroin? A federal indictment was unsealed on Wednesday, which revealed that Michael Vick's father has been charged, along with 11 other people, in a large-scale heroin distribution scheme. According to the New York Daily News, Michael Dwayne Body from Hampton, Virginia, who is the father of former NFL player Michael Vick, is now reportedly facing charges of dealing heroin and money laundering. 7 of the 12 people have been charged and appeared in a U.S. district court in Norfolk, and Body reportedly still remains at large.
What? What?
He ain't even found them yet.
Oh, Lord. You got all the charges on top of that.
Exactly.
Oh,
according to the indictment, the alleged conspiracy, which involved more than 1 kilogram of heroin, reportedly began back in 2014. It is unclear if Michael Vick has a relationship with his father, who was once estranged from him. I was like, I don't know who y'all talking about. Who? I don't know nothing about nothing.
I don't know nothing about
I've been out of trouble since I stopped fighting dogs.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Which was back in 2009. So I don't know nothing.
I have no idea.
But his brother, they just got some stuff going on. His brother, Marcus Vick, was reportedly arrested on an ecstasy possession charge last year, which is reportedly still pending.
A drug factory, huh?
Drug dog fighting family.
All right now.
I mean,
I am so excited to announce that the Sandra Bland Act will take effect this September.
Wow.
Yes. Do you know it has been 2 years?
2 years already?
2 years that she has passed. And so the act will mandate that jails divert people with mental health and substance abuse issues towards treatment. Makes it easier for defendants to receive a personal bond if they have a mental illness or intellectual disability, and requires that independent law enforcement agencies investigate jail deaths. Now, was it determined that she had a mental illness?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Where did that come from?
They just came up with that and just ran with it like the country stupid.
Because I was like, I mean,
there was nothing wrong with that girl.
Exactly. I mean, I appreciate this act being, coming to fruition, but I just can't imagine. I was like, I don't know if I remember reading that she had any type of mental illness.
There was nothing wrong with that girl ever.
No, they killed that girl.
She was very outspoken, and she stood up for what she believed in, and she wasn't one of those pushover type of people.
No.
And because she was like that, it unfortunately, sadly, resulted into this big tragedy. But
right. So Kim Kardashian. What's her name? Kim
Kardashian. What did you just say?
I don't know. Whatever. And Kanye. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Because I never can pronounce his name. But at any rate, the two of them, they have hired a surrogate to carry their third child.
Well, I follow Kim and Kanye from time to time. I watch their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and she has had difficulty with both of her previous pregnancies.
Yeah.
And so, her family's like, well, why do you want to have another child? She's like, I really want one, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, if you just really, really want one, we know Tammy from Basketball Wives, she's been, trying to do that. I feel like if you just really, really want one, then by all means, who?
Kim.
She's like 32.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah. She's not that old.
Okay, so back in November, Chrissy Teigen offered to be the surrogate because she says she has enjoyed the pregnancy progress.
I don't know how I would feel about like another celebrity being a surrogate for my baby. I'm a celebrity. You're a celebrity. I would kind of want.
Why would that matter?
I just would want someone that's more, no one knows. My opinion, because then you got everybody gonna criticize about, Chrissy Teigen. Did you see? I don't know. Me personally,
really, that's
how I feel. But I can't believe that it's almost time to go. The show went by really fast today.
Oh, that's sad.
No, but I really enjoyed Nadia.
I did too.
I really enjoyed her. She's a very sweet person. Definitely, if you have not already, go to theinsider.com. Go follow her, watch her on her YouTube channel, because she's a really sweet person. If you have a business, if you're doing anything good in your community, you want to be recognized, bring awareness to, reach out to her. She is very open, and she's a very down-to-earth person. So, she's very welcoming, and she does not mind meeting new people. I mean,
because we met her at an event.
Yes, we met her at an event a few months ago. Yeah. So with Nisha, who was on this show. So it's been a lot of networking. So definitely reach out to her. But I just want to thank everyone for tuning in today and just, continuing to follow us. And I just can't tell you how proud we are of this I Am My Sister's Keeper event.
You did a good job.
Thank you again to everyone who sponsored, contributed any type of way whatsoever.
Came and served food, helped us serve food, whatever.
Just came. You donated your time. So I just thank you so much. And I just pray everyone has a wonderful week.
Please be safe, Chicago.
Yes, whatever goals that you set, make sure you get them done, and make sure that you set more goals to continue to get those done. And until next time, we will be here next week.
Are we here next week? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are here next week. So everyone have a wonderful Saturday and be safe, Chicago.
Yes.
Thank you for watching Let's Talk Woman to Woman on IntellectualRadio.com.